healthy communities start with healthy soil. So this is our 4th season as a CSA, and we started out with about 14 members, and then we went to 26, and then we went to 47, and then we went to this year 35 we're hoping for. And so just the number of people involved in the farm, and there's a core group of folks that have been with us since the beginning, and they knew us ahead of time. They sort of wanted to invest in what we were doing and support us, and also have fresh vegetables, and knowing where they came from and how they were grown, that was important to them. And so I feel like that group of people then invited other people that they knew, and so the community sort of organically grew out of some kind of familiarity with each other. But we picked up a lot of new members right from the neighborhood last year, and a business, the Classic Floors, they're like 2 doors down. They have a CSA chair, and they get it for their employees, and they have ingredients to make really nice lunches at work. We're almost like a hub for people to regularly gather. There's 15 members that come on Sunday, and there'll be 15 or so members that come on Thursday. And so they're meeting all at the same time, they're sharing recipes, maybe they're commiserating about all of the eggplant or the turnips that they got. And so I think there's like a culture around food that is part of the dynamic of the farm. And we're a bright spot in this community. Like, I was thinking about not just members of the farm, but in the neighborhood. Stark Street's pretty busy. There's a lot of high density housing around here, and this is probably the most beautiful spot for a while on this street. And so I think it's just kind of like as an oasis and as a bright spot in the neighborhood, probably elevates the greater community. And we'll have our plant sale this weekend, and that's open to the community, and we want people to buy vegetable starts and grow their own. So I think in like the modern age of farming now, it's really good to have a few streams of income, a few different market channels, and so the restaurants are a way for us to diversify. And we currently are selling to 6 restaurants, and we're hyper local to them. Some of them are just like 4 miles away. So these chefs that we work with, they love seasonal produce, and they love to highlight it on their menus, and it feels kind of good to be able to say, like, this is what is tasting the best right now. And then I guess as far as attracting other restaurants, we would try to maybe find one that was on the way to another restaurant and go in there, check out their menu, see what we have that they might be able to use, eat there, strike up a conversation, leave our card, then come back again, and then send an email and follow up. And so there's a fair bit of marketing and networking, I think, that's like also a part of being a farmer right now. Like, there's the growing of the food and the cultivating of the community within the CSA, but then you also have to be, I think, a savvy entrepreneur in a way to survive, because we're so small and we don't have the economies of scale to spread out our costs, and so we have to make connections and build relationships. It's nice to be part of the local food movement, and I got into it mostly from an eater's perspective, like as somebody who was looking for a better source of food, and as I was discovering all the issues around food, I wanted to have more control over what was on my plate and know where it came from, know how it was grown, support a small farmer. And so I signed up to I wanted a work trade situation at a farm where I was living in Maryland before I moved out to Oregon, and they didn't have any work trades left, but they had internships, and so they said you can apply for an internship. So I signed up for a 25-hour-a-week internship, had a full-time job on the side, and pretty much the first day on the farm, I knew that that's what I needed to do with myself. Like, I heard the angels singing, I felt so much elation and joy, and then there's all these other aspects of my being that are satisfied by farming. I mean, there's a lot of science involved, there's a lot of math involved, there's being able to be of service to my community and provide an alternative to the industrial and corporate food system that is impossible to really totally avoid. But I think that we provide an alternative. And to me, this is activism. This is philosophy in action. It speaks to me. I'm also the kind of person who enjoys physical exertion, and I like to, at the end of the day, to be like, wow, this beer tastes so good because I earned it. So we added 3 new beds over there, which let's see, we can figure out the percentage. We have a lot more growing space now, so we can grow more food for our CSA members. And the 3 hours that we all worked on it together would have taken me by myself 12 or 15 hours to do. And so that would have taken me at least 2 days of work, which we did in a few hours. And so just the manpower alone enabled us to take that project further, and those beds are so much closer to being planted. And this farm is very hand-powered on the scale that we are, and so helping reserve my energy and strength for other things, you've provided the opportunity for me to do more work in other places. Yeah. So we'll till them in, and then we will take a shovel and we'll scoop out pathways to form the beds, and then we'll flatten out those beds and shape them. We'll decide whether we need to add finished compost to that or not, but then we'll transplant into that. Those beds are going to get tomatoes. And summer squash.
Right on.
Yeah. So you're making a lot of community members happy by giving us room to grow tomatoes. That was a ton of work that we kicked out together, so I'm really grateful. Thank you.